My name is Irina Bushmina. I'm Ukrainian. I'm trainer of business etiquette and interpersonal communications, and right now I'm more involved into peace buildings here. And what is really interesting that my name, Irina, literally means peace in Old Greek. So I feel like I'm matching here. When we speak about peace, we have different kinds of peace. Inner peace, international peace, positive, negative, and others. And when I left Ukraine in 2022, I was mostly thinking that, I want just to end all of this disaster that is happening in my country. I just want that some people know that we need to create peace together. And how does it work? How does it work? Mostly, when any peace in the world is creating, when we have any peace agreement, it's happening thanks to two people who decide to make first step and then shake a hand, discuss the possible peace, and then in this way, peace can happen. And most of these people are really working hard on that. So they need days, weeks, months, and sometimes years to be prepared for that. And they're not only thinking about what they will say, but they are also thinking how they will look like, how they will stay, where they will be at the particular moment. So they really think about all of these small steps. So the question is then, when we are going outside of our country or even outside of our home, why we forget about that? Really often, we don't speak language of the person to who we talk to. Especially we Rotarians, we are traveling all over the world and we meet different people. And not everyone speaks English. That's why nonverbal communication is really important in these situations. As we know, there is a communication rule. It means that the whole information that we consume, only 7% of the whole information we are getting through the words. 38% we are getting through tone of voice, and 55% of the whole information that we receive from this world is from body language and facial expression. So that's what we need to focus on. And those people who had or has crossed legs, you need to understand that in this situation when you are crossing your body, you are consciously or unconsciously deciding to put a wall between someone who is staying in front of us. And sometimes we are doing that because it's cold. Yesterday it was freezing here, then we understand that. But sometimes we are doing that because we feel uncomfortable. Sometimes also our feet are looking to the different direction. So if I'm talking to you, Michael, and my feet are looking here, it means that I want already to leave. It means that I don't really care what you are talking about. It's like, there's time, let's finish the conversation. That's why it's super important to read body language and to understand how you personally behave. We are traveling a lot, so there is one small checklist for any country where you go. First of all, think about dress code. For example, if you are going to any Asian country, better just check any actual country in the world. Check at first how people are going to temples, to the churches, to the business meetings. Then you will at least understand if you need to cover your body or you can go in the shorts or somehow. So just check that to really show the respect to the culture. Then check the mentality, because there are some people who are conflict avoidant. For example, I was in Japan and people will never tell you no, at least in my experience. They will nicely tell you something but never say no. While in Ukraine, they will say yes and no just in 1 second. We're like, we don't have time for all of these nice words, just like yes, no, that's it. So that's kind of mentality and you need to be prepared for that. Way of greeting. Of course, some countries are bowing, some people are giving hand for a handshake. In Western countries like Western Europe or the US, you need to have really firm handshake to show that you are confident and that you are ready to be here. But in Asia, if you make a handshake, you'll probably have a soft one. So just to be ready for that, to understand the culture more. Role of distance. Yesterday, I talked with a guy from Venezuela, and he told me, you know what? When we meet unknown people, even during business meetings, we just hug each other. And I'm like, oh, nice. And he's like, yeah, but once I hugged a Muslim girl. It was kind of not really comfortable at that moment. But anyways, she understood. So we need to be prepared also for such kind of situations. And sure, this is already a verbal one, but try to translate such kind of words like hello, thank you, and please, because these three words will help you. And smile. Of course, you know that if we don't smile, if we will not start our conversation with a smile, then everything will be destroyed from the first second. So smile all the time. Thank you a lot for your attention, everyone who joined us. And if you have any questions, I'm ready to answer you right now or after the session. Thank you.